Hello, everyone, and welcome. I had a student ask for help with this problem, so I decided to go ahead and create a quick video to help explain this problem. So this is long division, and the problem is u to the fourth power minus 3u to the third power minus 7u squared plus 5u minus 2, all of that divided by u plus 2. So in order for me to solve this problem, I'm going to use long division. I'm going to put the u, let's make that a little darker. I'm going to say u. Okay, that's too dark. I think this will be just perfect. Okay, so you have u plus 2 on the outside. That is your divisor. And your dividend would be u to the fourth power minus 3u to the third power minus 7u squared plus 5u minus 2. All right, so we have all that going on. So we're using the acronym or the sentence dad, mom, sister, brother to help us to remember we're dividing first, then we're multiplying, then we're subtracting, then we bring down. So what am I dividing? I'm actually going to be dividing this u and this u to the fourth power to figure out what should go at the top. And so I'm going to say u to the fourth power divided by u. And u to the fourth power divided by u is u to the third power because you subtract your exponents. So I'm going to put u to the third power over u to the third power, negative 3u to the third power, like terms over like terms. So that was divide. Then I'm going to multiply. I'm going to say u to the third power times u, which is u to the fourth power, and then u to the third power times 2, which is plus 2u to the third power. And then I am going to, so I multiplied, now I'm going to subtract. But I don't really like subtracting polynomials because, things get all twisted. So that's where I'm going to add the opposite, okay? Add the opposite. It just makes it easier. So negative u to the fourth power minus u to the fourth power, that's going to give you 0 because they cancel out. And then I get negative 3u to the third power plus negative 2u to the third power. Negative 3 plus negative 2 is going to give me negative 5u to the third power. Notice that I do not add the exponents because I'm not multiplying, I'm adding. So I only add like terms. All right, and now the last thing we have to do is bring down. So I'm going to bring down the negative. See that negative right there? Make sure you bring that down. 7u to the second power. All right, so that's the first stage. And now we're going to do it again. Now I'm going to look at this negative 5u to the third power and this u, and I'm going to divide. So I'm going to say negative 5u to the third power divided by u. And what happens here? All right, so you have negative 5u to the third power divided by u. So negative 5 divided by 1, because that's what's under there, it's just going to be negative 5. U to the third power divided by u is going to be u to the second power because you subtract your exponents. So that's what I'm going to put up here, negative 5u to the second power. All right, so we divide it. Check. Now we have to distribute and multiply. So negative 5u to the second power times u is negative 5u to the third power. Negative 5u to the second power times 2 would give you negative 10u to the second power. All right, so now we need to subtract. But I don't like to subtract. I like to add the opposite. So I'm going to add the opposite. What happens there? You get negative 5u to the third power divided by, negative 5u to the third power plus 5u to the third power, so that's 0. Then you have negative 7u to the second power plus 10u to the second power. The signs are different, so you subtract and you get positive 3u to the second power. right? So I subtracted, I multiplied, and I subtracted. Now I need to bring down plus 5u. All right, now brought down. Now we need to do it again. I have to say, okay, 3u squared divided by u. So this is a positive 3u squared divided by u. Sorry. 3 divided by 1 is just 3. U squared divided by u is just going to be u. So we're going to say plus 3u. And now, so we divided. Now we need to multiply. 3u times u and 3u times 2. 3u times u is 3u squared. 3u times 2 is plus 6u. All right. All right, so I multiplied. Now I need to subtract. You see how I put parentheses when I subtract because you're subtracting all of that? But as you guys know, I don't like to subtract. I like to add the opposite. So that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to add the opposite. Negative 3u squared minus 3u is going to be 0. 5u minus 6u is going to give me negative u. And then I'm going to bring down the negative 2. Brought down. All right, go back up to the top. Negative u divided by u. So I'm going to say negative u divided by u. That's going to give me negative 1. Okay, so I divided. I'm going to put a negative 1 up here. Negative 1 times u is u. So now I'm doing a multiplying step. And then negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. So I have negative u and negative 2. Let's erase this little line right here. That's distracting. All right. So I multiplied. And now I'm about to subtract them. But I don't like to subtract. I like to add the opposite. So I'm going to add the opposite. And then negative u plus u is 0. And negative 2 plus 2 is also 0. So there's no remainder. We're done. And that's our answer. So our answer for this problem is, let's go ahead and grab a different color here. So the answer is u to the third power minus 5u to the second power plus 3u minus 1. There you go. Thank you for joining us.